Did you share anything? Sir!
Hey, Robin.
Wow!
What is up, guys? We are back. We are Coffee and Curry, and today we are coming with a new story and new topic. And our topic for today is work-life balance.
There's no balance. Okay. Alright, Sam. Work-life balance. Okay, so basically, like, I know what is work and I know what is life. Okay, but when you put it together, what does it mean?
Okay, definition of work-life balance for me is that you come in on time, you leave on time, without having that, without being pressured, to commit into something.
Okay.
For example, like when you leave for home, you don't have these thoughts where like, what will happen now? What happen if I leave early? What happen if I leave on time? When anything happen, when my boss get angry, something like that.
Okay, got it. So basically, what Lucas is saying that you're not squeezed into doing more. You're just you work a certain time and that's it lah. That is having balance.
Yes.
For me, it's simple. Like you don't live to work. You work to live.
Yes.
You work to have a good life.
Good life.
You don't work to live. You live to work. Oh, sorry.
This one already combined. People work to live, not live to work. This one live to work and work not to live. I don't know lah. I don't know what I'm saying.
But sadly in Asian countries, right?
That's how it is.
No. Sadly in Asian countries, how the boss determines your performance is by how long you work. So if you come in on time, you leave on time, the boss will give feedback. How come this guy leaving on time? How to justify his bonus for end of the year? How to justify his performance?
That's abuse of power.
Tapi ada.
So like,
ada.
from what I read, right? I read an article yesterday.
So what was the article about?
So the article is about how Malaysia has among top 40 major
Major cities in the world.
Kuala Lumpur has the worst work-life balance.
We are the last 40. Japan is 39. We are 40.
As usual, we are never first in something.
Yeah, we are first from behind.
From behind,
Yes.
yeah, at least something. So okay, basically, worst work-life balance and even the leave that we
Utilizations
and
of
the leave
annual
that
leave.
we use, it's only like 12.5 annually, which is considered one of the lowest as well. So given all these facts, do you think this culture can be changed or not?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it can be changed?
No,
lah?
it's because it's rooted in Asian culture itself. Asian culture, the value of Asian culture compared to Western culture. Asian culture, your identity and value comes from what you do, your work. So, for example, you can say an Asian person takes more pride in like, I'm a CEO of this company, blah blah blah, compared to a Western culture where their value and identity comes from their well-being, the quality of life that they're living.
Okay.
So that's why it's a bit different, because
Different mindset lah.
it's a very different mindset.
Okay, so you think it can't be changed, like, because that's how we are programmed. Asians are programmed that way, lah.
Asian corporate companies is always performance, doing extra time, going the extra mile. So like change can only happen from the top. The bosses play an important role in influencing, changing the culture.
Alright.
But it's up to them in the end.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, saying all this, right? You are saying the culture can't be changed unless it's from the top,
Yeah, it's
or because we are already programmed such way, it's hard for them to change it suddenly. Okay, in your own personal working life and your own personal life, do you all have to balance it?
So like, I would say in my case, I work 40 to 60 hours
Per week.
a week
that's
average
very
lah.
high.
I mean, paling bagus is 40 hours lah.
Which is normal.
Normal lah. But paling teruk, then you can reach up to 60 hours a week.
Once you work 60 hours, it's just crazy lah. It's really a crazy lifestyle. Given you only work 5 days a week, so it's a lot of hours per day.
So if you like, even if you hit 50 hours in 5 days, So it's not normal already.
It's not normal.
Yeah, it's not normal. Yeah.
No, okay. So what I do is I'm a field engineer for the lift service line. So as if the client,
Field engineer turned YouTuber.
so basically if the lifts don't sleep, we don't sleep lah. So yeah, we always have to attend to. But there's a way of managing the work, which sometimes you make decisions, but your boss don't agree or whatever. So yeah, so there's the nature of the job is such that we need to be on standby, especially during times when you're officer in charge, OIC. So OIC is where those who are in field, the field engineers or supervisors, they are the person in charge for the whole 7 days, and they gotta work 24/7 on standby. So but due to the nature of this kind of job it's already quite taxing. It's also physically taxing, mentally taxing, because you're like, if you don't have a part for a certain side or whatever, you kind of have to keep on thinking, how am I going to get this? When can I get it? When is this fellas going to courier it over here? When can I get it? If hopefully there's no other situation that turns up, so that we can solve the problem.
Basically, you are just thinking about work.
Constantly, it's just on my mind.
Problem solving. Problem solving non-stop.
Simply put, you have no life. Both of you have no life.
It's work balance, yes.
Yeah, work
balancing
balance.
works.
There's no work-life balance. Alright, so which brings me to my next question. Given all that you're facing, do you think it has affected you mentally, physically, or even in your relationships?
For me, it's all about being productive and efficient. I wanna do as much output as I can within the 8 hours, rather than work until 10 hours and still never achieve anything.
Yeah.
There's no point working from like 8 in the morning to 6 in the morning the next day, and we still can't solve the problem.
Yeah.
I'd rather mitigate it. Okay, we can't solve it today, go home, rest, come back next day, we solve it again. That's it.
So do you feel you're drained mentally, and are there days where you just feel like you just can't?
There are days sometimes like Saturday, Sunday, I don't even want to wake up.
Yeah.
I just want to sleep, because I'm so drained and tired and and I realize that's just not good for me. Because a healthy and happy worker is a good productive worker. So
correct.
simple
As long as you're happy, your work is also happy. Simply put lah. So I hope one day Malaysia can come into that mindset. It's very difficult. We just have to cope with it, I guess, for now. So, what are your advice for people out there, or our viewers who are going through the same thing?
So one thing that people always overlook is having someone to talk to. Like in most cases where you see people who are depressed or people who commit suicide due to work stress, they usually do not talk to anyone about it. Or even if they do, then the other party does not really care, Because let's be real, mental health in Asian countries is not something that's important. People deem it as important.
I think we'd like to talk about this in one of
in European or Western countries, mental health is important, but in Asian countries, employees are just robots.
Yeah.
These are replaceable assets. Do we call them? It's an asset,
liabilities.
Basically, we are replaceable. You resign, next day you'll just find someone. Yeah. So that's our value.
Correct.
In Asian countries.
So you believe that you need to find someone to talk.
But yeah, it's important to find someone to talk to. It helps a lot. Even though it's not, I wouldn't say it's a permanent solution, but it's a coping mechanism that I would say that helps.
Correct. It doesn't resolve your issue, but it helps you cope with it. Yeah. What about Robin?
For me, it's just
Tani.
I don't really drink. That's not what I do. But what I do is
Serious like this.
one thing you need to know is for me is I know my value, I know my worth, and I will draw the line.
It's also good that you set a certain level of where you can be pushed. I think it's all in your contract also, like what are your job scope. If you're given more and if you think you can't do it, I think it's good that you voice out. Because you're not wrong, because in your contract you're not supposed to do it anyways. If in your contract you're signed and say you're supposed to do, then it's a bit difficult lah. Yeah. So I think you can always voice out. You can always voice out in your company that you are being overworked and you're feeling stressed or what. So you have to voice out and find someone to talk to. So for me, I want to give my advice also lah, but I want to give it in a pantun.
Okay.
Okay, here goes. Work is essential as it is beneficial. So kerja tu memang patut. Tapi janganlah kerja macam pantat.
Astaga, this guy.
That was pretty bad lah. It sounded good in my head. So,
Did you share anything? Sir.
hey Robin.
First of all, good evening.
So ladies and gentlemen, that's a
Right! Thank you for joining us. If you enjoy,
wait. Remember to keep smiling.
keep hustling.
Keep working, man.
So if you enjoyed what we just shared, thank you for joining us. Please like, share and subscribe. Also, if you want to get our latest videos, hit that notification button, that bell sign on the side. Thank you so much for joining us. We have reached about 11 videos so far. If you like what we share, you can go back and watch the other videos.
They already at home, I think.
Huh?
I think they already at home.
Yeah lah, they go back lah, in our account, they go back lah. And then we've reached 95 subscribers. Thank you guys for following us on this journey. Okay, so we have a challenge that we're going to do, but we're only going to do it if we reach 100 subscribers. So this is 5 more subscribers.
What if we don't reach 100 subscribers in 1 year?
So please do help us, like, share this video, share as much as with many friends as you can, so that we can get to the 100 point, and we'll definitely do that challenge. It's going to be
Feel
interesting.
free to hate on us also. Yeah, you can hate us. I want haters.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Jangan lupa jual saya.
Alright.
That's a wrap. I don't know, let's stop the damn video lah.
Wow.